And welcome in. It is Live at 9 with James Phillips here on WJLX 101.5 FM. And this morning I've got Jody Smith with me. Jody is the, I guess we'd call you founder, owner, head person in charge of Main Street Market in downtown Jasper.
That's me.
How are things going?
They're good. They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going well. It's busy, always doing new things, and yeah, it's going well.
Well, I think Main Street Market is such a cool addition to downtown Jasper because it brought something that I don't think we've ever seen.
Right.
Tell us a little bit. I mean, you guys are celebrating your 1 year. Is that right?
Yeah.
When, is that tomorrow?
Yes.
What special have we got going on?
Oh man. Okay. So yeah, we opened last October, and so we're celebrating tomorrow. We have what we call Apro Hour every Thursday and Friday night, which is just kind of small plates, sharing plates, drink specials, things like that. And so we have that normally, but tomorrow we're doing a little bit bigger of a deal. We have a little bit more food for tomorrow on offer for dinner. So bigger dinner, special treats. We have a couple of exciting announcements coming up. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Now, is that I haven't been to one of those yet. Is it kind of? I know y'all do a lot of theme type things. Is that usually the time that's going on? Because there's been like Star Wars night and things like that.
Yeah, we'll definitely do some different themes. A lot of times with the food as well, we'll kind of have either Mexican night. This week, since Oktoberfest is coming, we're doing some German foods, just kind of keeping in line with what's going on downtown. We've done French. So the cuisine usually changes.
Yeah.
But also we'll do some other events. Play Star Wars. We'll do tomorrow night. We also have live music with Harley Hogue. We'll be playing out kind of in our backyard area.
Yeah.
So we'll have just live music every once in a while. So it always changes up. But yeah, Apro Hours. No reservations are ever needed for that. You just kind of show up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about your background as far as culinary goes.
Oh man,
it goes way back, doesn't it?
Way back, not too far back. No, so we moved. My wife and I and our kids moved here 12 years ago, and I was a stay-at-home dad for 11 of those years until we opened the market, and that was never my plan.
Right.
I was not. That was not my goal in life.
But we live in an era where it's almost like somebody's got to stay home.
Yes.
Like, my wife and I were the same way.
Yeah, it's generally cheaper if somebody is home.
Yeah.
Versus I don't know what I could do to afford what I'm paying for childcare, so I'll
exactly.
Just stay home.
Yeah.
So I did that, and during that, I find self-care kind of hard. I just kind of do what everybody else needs, and it's fine. I have no problems with it. But my wife was like, "No, you need to do stuff for yourself."
Right.
So culinary school was one of those things. I've always enjoyed cooking. I was always the one usually cooking dinner for the family, helping events, making birthday cakes for the kids, So that was always me. But culinary school, I was like, well, I guess I could get better at this because it interests me. I was always looking on YouTube, taking little side classes. And so looked around at different options, and Augusta Escoffier has an online culinary program. And I was very leery at first. I was like, this is a scam.
Right.
And I can do this on YouTube. And so I was looking into it for about a year. And they also have campuses in Boulder, Colorado, and Austin, Texas. And so they're a legitimate school.
And I was going to say, now, those are two really hip food towns, too.
Yes, exactly. And so I was like, mate, let me look into it. So looked into it more, and my wife, Victoria, was like, you need to do this. Just do it. Just bite the bullet. And so I tried it. The first 6 weeks was, here's how you taste food. Here's how you describe the food you're tasting, so that the rest of the course, the rest of the culinary school, you can tell us what you're eating, so we can grade you, we can correct photos and videos of everything I was doing, cooking every week. I had to legitimately wear a chef's coat, apron, and a hat in my house. I would not always do that, but I had to take a picture at least with the date. I was like, yes, I'm doing it again.
Right.
So culinary school was great. I learned a ton. It actually worked. It was like a real school. So turns out. At the end of that, I had to do an externship, and so I got connected with a local restaurant, R&R, and went did a few weeks there, 6 weeks I think, and enjoyed it. But I was like, full restaurant life is not for me. I did really enjoy the baking part,
Right.
some of those courses, and I love bread. I've always loved bread.
Yeah. I can tell that you love bread.
Yeah, it's
Because
so
you
good.
can taste the love in it when you
Yes.
get bread from
Oh,
you
I
guys.
was thinking because I've
No,
okay.
not the no.
Not a
You can look
visual
at me
love.
and tell
Okay.
that more. I'm just talking about the flavor of the
Yes.
bread and how much you put into it is just incredible.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I've taken so many little random courses here and there in France, in Italy, in Washington State, Kentucky, Vermont. Like just I've loved kind of picking up all these different tips. And so we'll have new bakers come into our store, and I'm like, all right, here's how you do this. And like, what are you talking about? And I
Right.
don't realize all the little tips and tricks along the way that have kind of created what's there now. So it's a little tricky, but yes, I definitely have had a passion for that, because like when you do something and it looks like it's supposed to and it tastes like it's supposed to, you're like, oh, this is great. And it just kind of, passion kind of starts there. And so from that, really started developing the breads and the idea of the market. And so, yeah, that's kind of where that started. As far as the market goes, my wife and I and our kids travel extensively all over the world. Her job has a lot of time off, which is kind of the incentive when we moved here.
Right.
We moved from Texas, from Houston, and moving to Jasper was a shock.
I was going to say that probably is a culture shock.
Yeah, for sure. And people even now like, oh, what should we do? We're going to Houston. What should we do? We're like, nothing. We never did anything.
Right.
We were so busy.
Yeah.
Going from thing to thing. Our kids were young, but like, we were just always busy. So like,
Yeah.
we didn't go to the restaurants. I was like, I have no idea. I'm sure it's great.
Yeah.
But so it was nice to come here. We're like, we can slow down.
Yeah, you have a
Because
little time to breathe.
Not as much. We can't do anything.
Right.
We still busy ourselves for sure. But because of that, we traveled all over the world. Europe is one of our top favorites, France specifically. My wife has been learning French for years now. I would say she's fluent. She probably would not, but she can keep up with any French conversation. So we've gone there quite a bit, and just the feel of Europe, the way of life is just slower.
Right.
The care and attention to the food, especially. I'm fully American, so I do like our freedoms that we have here. So some of the things Europe does of controlling certain things, I'm not on board with.
Right.
But they don't allow certain foods and preservatives over there. You'll have the same yogurt here as you have there, and ours is just lists and lists of ingredients, and theirs is like 3 things.
Right.
The same brand.
Yeah.
They just require people to make better products.
Yeah.
And more healthy products. So that, to me, I was like, we need this. We need that here in Jasper.
And typically when you look at a product and its ingredients, the less words, the better,
Yeah.
and the smaller the words, the
Yeah,
better
I
too.
didn't know what these are saying.
Yeah, once they get into the words that you don't know what in the world this could be, and it sounds
Yeah.
like a science experiment, there's a lot of stuff in there that may not be great
Yeah,
for you.
for sure. I
Yeah.
was like, this is preserving things in my body I don't maybe want to preserve.
Right, yeah.
Along with the food.
Right.
So, yeah, the less ingredients, the better, and just making food as good as it can be. We did a trip, Victoria and I, it was our first trip to Europe, was to Ireland. And I don't think Ireland's really known for its culinary,
Right.
delights and all this. But
I would think a pub.
Yeah.
That's what I think of.
yeah,
You know.
and that's pretty much all we could afford when we went.
Right.
What's the cheapest meal? But it was just the most simple, basic meals. It was seasoned okay, but nothing. It wasn't overly done. Nothing was being covered with sauces or anything. It was just the ingredients were what they were supposed to be. It was fresh.
Right.
And we had a chicken. I was like, this chicken is amazing.
Right.
It's cooked properly. It's not, sometimes like chicken is easy to dry out.
Right.
So well, let's slather it in something. I was like, well, it's still bad chicken, but the sauce is fine.
Yeah.
And so those kind of moments like really started opening my eyes. I'm like, it's not hard to make fresh food and just making it as good as you can make it.
Yeah.
And so that's always been a goal of mine, just in my cooking at home. There was a book, what was it called? 100 Days of Real Food. I forgot the author, but we went through that book, and she just kind of breaks everything down. You start off with like a few things, but everything is just, if it's not real food, you don't eat it.
Right.
And it was great. I mean, it was some of the stuff I was like, well, this could probably use a little bit of extra butter or something. You know?
Right. You're still Southern.
Yes, for sure. There's still butter that needs to be consumed. But that concept really speaks to me. And so putting all those things together, we really wanted the market to be somewhere that feels just relaxed and different. I definitely want you to walk in the market and say, oh, we're still in Jasper. That's cool.
Well, and I'm glad you said that, because I was going to bring up, if you didn't, the fact that just walking in there and having lunch, it's just a cool vibe. Like, and I don't even know how to explain the vibe, but it's very relaxed.
Yeah.
And it is different. Like, you walk in and you do think, this is in Jasper, Alabama.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a great vibe to go in. It's very relaxing. You sit, enjoy lunch. Typically, I've gone in for lunch meetings with somebody. It's a great place to sit and talk. But it's just a cool place to be in.
That's good. Makes me happy. Yeah, so that's always been the goal of just walking in, and everything we make there is in-house.
Yeah.
Every sandwich you eat is bread that we made usually that day or the day before.
Yeah.
If it goes a third day, it's croutons. So if you have the salad, croutons.
That's where it goes.
Or bread pudding. Like we try to use everything. All the pastries are us. All the cookies, we've done. I'm not allowed to say Butterfinger. So the fumble fingers, I don't know. They're,
right.
They're homemade. Those are all us. So it's fun to walk in and see everything. You're like, yes, everything in here was made in that little kitchen back there.
Right.
And so that's a part of it. When we travel in France, there's a champagne house, a friend that we've now made, and every time we go visit her and see what she's got going on. We're like, can you please ship us your champagne? Like, we sell wine and beer and champagne in the store.
Yeah.
We would love to sell that. It's so good. It's simple. She's got some really good stuff going on. And she's like, no, this is just for our community here.
Right.
And so, and I know it's part of, Europe is so small, and it's every country is very proud of what they do, so they want to kind of keep it and preserve that. But it's also nice to know that everything you're eating there is from there.
Right.
And so as much as we can, it's difficult in America because that's just not our culture.
Yeah.
We're going to ship stuff from anywhere, which is convenient, and we definitely, we have to do that in certain things. But as much as we can, having everything local, whenever we can get local produce, we do. Whenever we can get different breads, different ingredients, mix-ins for breads as local as possible.
Right.
We just there was a honey.
I was going to say local honey is great to have
dealer,
too.
I don't know if they're dealers. A honey person.
You have to go in like a back alley to make the deals and stuff?
It felt like it. But they were at Foothills, and I went and talked to them. I was like, do you guys sell? Because their hives are in Coleman, which is as close as we can get for now.
Oh, yeah.
But that's, we sell that now. So having things local, as fresh as possible, is really the goal. And then we have, just artwork all over the place. And a lot of imported stuff from Italy, from France. We have some amazing Swedish chocolates, little truffles that are life-changing.
Oh, wow.
And I tell people that.
I haven't tried one yet.
Your life
I need to change my life.
Changed yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell them. They're like, oh, no. And then I'm like, well, here, we have a sample. They always buy a box.
Wow.
You were right.
Yeah.
So, so we do have a lot of imported things that are, again, clean ingredients, but then some local stuff as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
well, and you sell more than just food as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kitchen items and just things like that people can.
There's some dishes. We have a couple of kitchen gadgets. Not a ton of single-use gadgets. Those irritate me.
Right.
And so I don't want, that's like the phrase of I only have a potato masher, so I can't open that drawer.
Right. Yeah.
So it's little things like that where I have one use for that. I don't really care for those.
Right.
And so I'm not going to sell them. But things that are multi-use or very specific to making bread.
Right.
We have sourdough kits. And we do also sell some of our sourdough starter. It's a beast in the kitchen. We have just buckets of sourdough starter
Yeah.
that we're always feeding. So we have things that we sell like that.
It's one of the things that I enjoy about your place is that, like, if you put something online or on Facebook or social media or whatever, and it looks incredible on there,
Mm-hmm.
when I walk into the market, like if you look in the case, everything looks identical to that,
Yeah.
and it looks amazing. And it like the first time I walked in, I really thought, okay, they've got a bunch of fake stuff out here. And I go, well, I want something that looks like that.
Right.
And then it'll come out on the plate and it will look completely different.
Yes.
But no, those are the things that I'm eating.
Yeah, that's it.
And they
Pick
are,
out which one you want.
I mean, it's wild. Like,
Yeah.
and then the smells, like everything, it smells so good.
Yes.
And you
sure.
just don't see that at every restaurant.
Right.
You know, it's, but it is like, there was one day I walked in and I wasn't even wanting like a bread item or
Mhm.
anything. And I saw I think it was cheddar and bacon scones.
Yes.
And I didn't even have to smell it. My brain
Yeah.
could smell it, you know. And those were so good, you know. And like the little cakes that you guys have,
Oh
that
yes.
they look like something that came out of a magazine,
Those are
you
fun.
know.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our cakes, we have it's called just a pocket cake.
Pocket
or
cake. I couldn't
gâteau
remember the
de
name.
poche, in French. But yeah, it's not specifically meant for your pocket. But
Yeah, because
it
I
was a fun
asked Timmons was in there with me one
Yeah.
day, and I said, "What would they do if I put this in my pocket?" You know?
We're like, well, we did say it,
Right.
so I guess it's fine. Yeah, those I decided to switch from like slices of cake because they're just I think they look cool.
Right.
But it makes you feel like you're getting something a little more special for
Yeah.
yourself.
It's like your own personal birthday cake.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we try to do like 2 flavors of those a day. We'll like bring out the first tray and it'll be gone by the time we bring the second one usually. 'Cause
Right.
They're always different. That it's fun to decorate those. Not everyone enjoys it because we're not all cake people,
Right.
but we get them out. Mine look a little whimsical and like kind of
I was gonna say like
lean
some
from
of them,
side to
yeah.
side.
And they look like they came straight out of a Harry Potter movie or
Yes,
something.
yeah, that would be me.
Yeah,
That would be mine. Yeah.
yeah.
The other ones that are nice and uniform, those are the bakers that
Right. Yeah.
are good at cakes. But yeah, that's something that has gotten everyone's had to get used to that. Not everyone, but certain things I'm really particular about how things look.
Yeah.
Because if you go to a French patisserie in Paris, it's like a magazine, all of them.
Right.
And I'm like, how are there so many people that know how to do this so well?
Right.
And so that was something that we really are trying to make sure that everything looks as delicious as it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's huge because in our culture, we're so used to, like, you know, you see the television commercials, even for fast food restaurants, and they look amazing
Right.
on the television commercial. A Big Mac looks wow,
Yeah.
you know. But then when you show up and you get something from a drive-through and you unwrap this paper that it's wrapped in, it doesn't look anything
No.
like that.
No.
And it makes you go, do I really want to eat this? You know.
Yeah, and normally those videos are like, it's not real food.
And it's not even real
like,
food, yeah.
I don't know what they're using.
Right.
Lipstick and gasoline. I don't know.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that we want to make sure it looks good. And so there's plenty of times where everyone in the back gets to eat a whole tray of something that turned out a little ugly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And normally it's me. I will fully admit, if I have ugly food, sometimes I'm like, it's fine. Like, it's not fine. It's
Right.
not fine. I'm harder, obviously. You're always harder on yourself.
Right.
And so I demand a little bit more perfection out of me than my bakers. But even still, I will be like, nope, not that one.
Well, if you guys get to the point that you just can't handle the ugly food,
Yeah.
just call the station.
Yeah,
We'll send a few people
we'll donate
over.
ugly food.
Yeah.
We will deliver ugly food. We won't sell it.
Right.
Yes. But yeah, that's definitely a part of it.
Well, I want to remind everybody, it's Live at 9 with James Phillips, where we're talking today with Jody Smith. He's the owner of Main Street Market in downtown Jasper. We're going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we'll talk about some things that are coming up at Main Street Market. I want to get into, like, I know Oktoberfest is this weekend, talk about some of the food you are going to have at it. But we'll be right back here on Live at 9 on WJLX. And we are back. Thanks for listening to our sponsors there. I want to thank Young Jewelers there. They've jumped on board early in the process of Live at 9, and we appreciate them. Here with Jody Smith today, and we're talking about Main Street Market. It's celebrating its 1-year anniversary in business tomorrow. So get out there tomorrow. Also this weekend, you guys are going to have a booth set up at the Oktoberfest. And I know y'all do a lot of the community events downtown and things like that. Mm-hmm. I think it's really cool that y'all get involved and you kind of plan your menu around what's happening. But you guys, what do we have Friday and Saturday for Oktoberfest?
All right. So Oktoberfest, we are doing pretzels, authentic German pretzels. And everything we do is always going to be from scratch, which is good and bad.
Right, yeah.
People are like,
it's good for us, but it might be bad for you.
Yeah, I'm like, do I need to do this much work?
Right.
Pretzels. We will have some brats and like traditional German hard rolls that we will also make. It's a lot of work.
Are those kind of like a pig in a blanket type thing? Is that...
So it's like a hot dog, basically.
Yeah.
But our brats are like Guinness.
Oh, okay.
Boiled, and then we'll finish them off there.
Yeah.
And then the rolls are it's a crusty German white bread.
Okay.
And sauerkraut, so we'll have some options for that. And then we'll have all the German pastries, apple strudel, all the different kinds of cookies. There's a cake called a bee sting, which is just like a pound cake with a lot of almonds and honey. And
yeah.
So yeah, we'll have all kinds of stuff like that.
No upside down German chocolate. Is that even German?
I feel like it probably is. It might be a little messy for us.
Right.
To
Probably would
bring
be a
out
little
to the
messy.
tent.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we'll have, we generally will have some sodas and waters for those who need that.
Right. Yeah.
Not 21 yet for all the beer.
Right.
But yeah, so we'll have plenty of options there, and excited about that one.
Now you said you guys have been in Jasper for 12 years now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so you've seen Jasper, the kind of the metamorphosis of especially downtown Jasper.
Yes.
What has that been like for an outsider? Because I'm originally from here.
Right. Yeah. It's been so when we moved here, we were told about all of the things coming, and I was like, they're taking their time.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not sure if anyone really knew what was happening.
Right.
But I've always, being a stay-at-home dad, it's been hard because I've had a very entrepreneurial mindset of like, well, I know exactly what this building will be, and I know what this one should be.
Right.
And they've just been sitting vacant. And so seeing people moving into them and really revitalizing downtown has been great.
Yeah.
And just knowing like, obviously traveling around, even in the United States, like seeing cool, charming towns is fun.
Yeah.
But being a part of the heart of it is so much better.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing the passion of, people who are trying to revitalize our town, especially downtown, has been great. And being a part of it has been even better.
Yeah.
Being able to open up this store, kind of pull downtown that direction, because we're on 20th Street.
Right. You're just one street behind what we kind of call Main Street.
Yes. And originally we had a building that was going to be on.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
And but once we got the name and LLC and all the stuff, and we moved. So
yeah.
it's like,
right.
Well, I'm not going to change the name. Maybe one day we'll relocate, but for now.
Well, and I consider Main Street to be anything downtown.
Yeah. This
so
is true.
That to me, that you're still Main Street.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
I don't make those decisions, but
no, if it's up to us,
I am very vocal.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Now, we were talking during the break about how Main Street Market is so different from really anything that's ever been in Jasper. Were there concerns of, will anybody show up?
Yes.
Or did people tell you, hey, nobody's going to show up for
yes, both of those.
Right.
It was always a question of like, and it's hard to describe the market unless you just walk in.
Yeah, that's true.
And even now, like it's there, so it's kind of easy to be like, yeah, we do this and this and this. But beforehand, it was all in my head, and it was like, all right, we're going to have fresh bread, we're going to have breakfast pastries, we're going to have imported French jams and wine, and there's a place to sit, and we're also going to, it was like, what?
Yeah.
Pick a theme. But
yeah,
like,
right.
it's its own thing. So describing it was kind of hard, and people were like, who's going to buy all these things?
Right.
It seems a little hoity-toity. It seems a little bougie.
Fancy pants is what I would have said.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I mean, we're here. We're in Jasper. We drive to Birmingham for some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, so we have like Parmesan that comes from Italy, from Bologna, Italy. It gets cut off the wheel, and then it's shipped here in 3 days.
Yeah.
And so we have that. We have local raw cheeses from Georgia. We have meats from Vermont. I mean, it's like good stuff, or some good charcuterie. Goat cheeses from northern Alabama. So we have all this stuff that like we would go to Birmingham to buy.
Right.
And I was like, we can't be the only ones who care about good food.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we just kind of charged ahead with the vision and opened up, and we're like, who are these people? Where do these people come from?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been great. It's been an amazing response to our store, to our vision. People from the lake coming that maybe might not visit Jasper as much. We do dinner parties every month or two. We're kind of taking a break through the holidays because it's so busy for everyone. But dinner parties have been super fun. Before we opened, I was like, I want to do dinner parties. And they're just small, usually about 20 people. It's ticketed, and it's usually like a 5 or 6 course meal. All your drinks, everything is happening. That's usually highly themed.
Yeah.
The last one was at Downton Abbey.
Oh,
which
yeah.
was like a week after the movie
When
came
the
out.
movie came out, yeah.
And so it was very fancy, and people dressed up in feathers and tuxes and dresses, and then drove to downtown Jasper.
Right, yeah.
But those have been great. Everybody sits together, so we put all the tables together and decorate, and you don't have assigned seats. Whoever you sit next to, it just kind of creates this community,
Right.
which is the whole vision. I was like, if you're at my house and I invite a bunch of people, we're all going to just talk and sit down and hang out.
Yeah.
And so it's the same at the store. So we have dinner parties that people have come from Birmingham, and they've shown up like, hey, we just saw you guys on Instagram and decided to come to your event. Well, great. What else do you do in Jasper? This is the first time we've been to Jasper.
Right, yeah.
Cool. A couple of weeks ago, there was a family that was driving from Memphis down to Florida, and they had a little baby. They're like, we needed a break. She needed out of the car seat, and we just looked you guys up. I was like, oh. You like came into town.
Right, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So people have just been showing up.
Well, and that's the
enjoying
coolest thing is that it's like it's like destiny brought you together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it just happens, and it happens naturally and organically, and it's really cool.
Yes.
And you probably will end up meeting some friends that you'll have for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Just through those happenstance moments.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah, we've definitely grown tons of friendships from this. And our employees, they always joke that I just pay them to be their friend.
Right.
Or to be my friend because I don't have any.
Yeah.
It's partially true.
You shouldn't have to pay them as much, though, if friendship comes along with it.
This is a huge bonus of me.
Right.
You know, I hope they're listening.
I've always thought that in my roles as a leader at businesses, I've always thought, hey, you get to work with me and for me. Isn't that good enough?
Yes.
You know.
Why do you keep asking for a paycheck?
Right.
You're making things weird.
But your employees are, they're so cool. They're top notch. They're very friendly. They're always so helpful about, you know, what's what. And I think they get to know the people who come in there a lot. They get to know their taste, and they're like, hey, you're going to love this.
Yes,
you know,
for sure. Yeah, that's been huge. I think we were talking in the break that like food is number one at the store because it's, you know, we're about food.
Right.
Number two is people.
Yeah.
And it's been so fun to just, for me personally, to just invest in my employees.
Right.
Care about their lives. He's going to love this. One of our employees finally went and worked out with one of the other employees this morning.
How about that?
And I was like, we've just really been harping on him. Like, not that he is out of shape.
I probably know exactly who you're talking about too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I was like,
I'm probably friends with his dad.
Maybe. Yes, I think one of them was working out. But yeah, it was like just the greatest day of my life. I was like, we did it. It worked.
Yeah.
We bothered him so much that
He finally went.
he finally went. So stuff like that, like just little milestones of seeing someone grab a glass of water instead of another Diet Coke.
Right. Yeah.
We go through the Diet Cokes. But just for me to be able to like invest in these, I almost said kids. I mean, we have all kinds of people, but invest in their lives and really have a good friendship. We'll have parties at my house.
Right.
Our wine guy will come and give us samples, so those who are old enough can like sample our new wines to know what they taste like, to know what to
Right.
say to the guests who are asking about certain things. And it's just a fun time to hang out. And so we're always just hanging out, doing stuff. But the front counter, though, is so great to also have made such connections with our community.
Right.
It's like you said, people coming in, and we kind of, it's weird to have regulars.
Yeah.
After a year, I'm like, oh, yeah, we have regulars for sure. Tons of them. And knowing what they like, somebody walking in, and you already have the tea box ready, like, what tea would you like today?
Right.
Or having a coffee ready to go. We have some great coffee also. A little plug for nonfiction coffee. It's so good. But also of pastries, or having a new wine come in, like, hey, I know you bought a case of this last time. This and just try it.
Right.
It's been great just to have, knowing people are there just to hang out as well as get some food. So that's been really fun to really connect with the community.
Well, I'm sure you probably have taught or kind of emphasized just one thing that I picked up when we were talking earlier. You said during your training at culinary, learning how to talk about the food was a big thing to begin with. And that's something that I appreciate so much, to come into a restaurant. If their employees can tell me about the food and not just say, well, we've got some chicken, you know, like, tell me about the sauce, tell me about what's on it. And all your guys can do that. Like, it's really good to be able, and it will make me more hungry to hear from them.
Yes,
you know?
For sure. Yeah. We have olive oils and balsamic. So I have like 18 casks, I think, of 9 infused olive oils and 9 infused balsamics. They're from Italy, but then they're infused in Bozeman, Montana.
Right.
And then we get them, and then we pour them, and you can sample them all. But the greatest thing about that is that, like, people will come in and ask them about the oils. I'm like, well, what do you use this for? And my employees are like, well, I cooked with this one last night and made pork chops, or I cooked with this one and I added it to my ice cream.
Right.
And so knowing that, like, they're using the products, and that they really do have a passion for what we're doing, and they really do enjoy the food and the products, to be able to then share, you know, personal experience versus, oh, is this good? I think so.
Right.
It looks nice.
Like, and that's a lot of times you go into a restaurant and you'll say, well, how is that? Well, I haven't tried it, but other people have said it's good. You know, like, well, you don't know my taste. Like, you know,
Exactly.
like,
Yes.
I don't match up with other people.
Do I look like that? I don't know.
I've not got to try breakfast yet, and I hear from everybody that breakfast is outstanding.
It is delicious.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. We always have, you know, pastries, like you said, the scones. Today we have some Danishes, croissants, pain au chocolat. A lot of European, but also some Southern items. And then we always have some stuff we cook in the kitchen.
Right.
Acai bowls, protein toast, which is super good, like cottage cheese, avocados, eggs, and it's all on our sourdough. So any of our toasts are on our sourdough.
Right.
We have avocado toast.
And you usually have like salmon on toast.
Salmon, yeah. We have a smoked salmon, and that is so good.
Yeah, that's one I've heard about.
Yeah, dill cream cheese, salmon, capers, onions, and microgreens.
That sounds
It's
really
pretty
good.
nice. And then always just a little drizzle of some of our olive oil.
Yeah.
And we go through the olive oil, and I get the most expensive one. I probably should not, but I'm like, but I want to eat this, so I want everyone else to eat this.
And you sell the olive oil in the store as well, right?
Yeah, we definitely sell that.
Yeah.
So yeah, breakfast is fun. We're starting as well. We have just butter biscuits that we make, and then trying to do like some regular, you know, breakfast biscuit sandwiches. I had one of those a couple days ago. It was fantastic.
Wow. Well, yeah, I definitely got to get by for breakfast. How about on the menu today? Can I put you on the spot? What's on the menu today?
Yeah. So this week for lunch, we are still doing the brats. So we have that as an option. We have a hot ham BLT, and what else do we have? We do jar salads.
Mm-hmm.
So we have like a big mason jar, and it's all layered in there. So the dressing's on the bottom, chicken, all the toppings, and then the lettuce, and you dump it out onto a plate or a bowl. And
Okay.
it all kind of falls
So it all falls together.
just how it's supposed to.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, those are always in our cold cases, and so you can grab one of those. And if you want to still eat in house, we'll just give you a bowl or a plate. You can do it yourself.
Right.
And then we also have in the cases we have on ciabatta, which is one of our top breads. We used to do baguettes, but the way in America we have to keep everything in the fridge versus France, they just leave things out.
Right.
And it's fine, but another show. But we have our ciabattas that have, turkey cheese, turkey cheddar, and turkey Swiss, ham and cheddar. So those are two options, and we have an Italian, which is amazing, and then muffaletta.
However, I guess I say muffaletta.
It has olives, and I'm not a fan of olives,
Yeah, I'm not a big olive
so
person.
I won't eat it. But
Yeah.
everyone else loves it. I've had lots of reviews from people that say it's better than New Orleans or as good as New Orleans.
Well, that's a
So,
good
yes,
compliment
yes,
to get.
Yes. So
Well, I know I've tried several of the lunch sandwiches, and all of them have been great. And I don't know what it is about it, but they're always like the amount of like sauce or whatever is just perfect, and it soaks into the bread. I can envision it and
Yes.
taste it and smell it right now as I'm talking about it. Yeah.
Yes. It is good. I think having the fresh bread is a game changer.
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah.
I mean, because you can get a sandwich that's really great. Like, it looks great. It's got all the ingredients, but, like, the bread is like,
Yeah.
this is not the best. And it changes it. So
Right.
I think having the bread just being, like, just the star helps
Yeah.
everything else.
And you feel like that bread's okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to feel as
No, if you
As
wanna
terrible
ask me what's in
eating
it,
much
I'll
bread.
tell you.
right.
I can pronounce it, and
Right.
it's a pretty short list.
And you can tell you exactly how much of each thing and
Yeah.
how long it took to make it. Yeah.
Yes, to the gram.
Right.
we definitely weigh things out.
Yeah.
So, it's fun.
That's cool. Well, anything else you can think about that we need to get across to people?
Well, last thing I guess we just started doing to go grab and take and bake meals.
Okay.
So what was it last week? Two weeks ago we started with lasagna. So our homemade pasta, homemade bolognese sauce, and then it's just in a tray. You take it home, bake it, and you have meals. It serves about 4 to 6.
I was gonna say, what's the serving size?
Yeah, 4 to 6 people. This week we have like a Alfredo gnocchi chicken bake, and we made one yesterday. After we made all the batch of them, so they're in the fridge, and we made one for ourselves, and so everyone in the kitchen and the front counter, it was gone real quick.
I bet.
But there's more than 6 of us.
It sounds really good though.
Yeah, so we're starting to do those. We're doing more stuff like that for meals, so you can come in, get a bottle of wine, get cheese and bread, and you're set.
And what's the ballpark price on a family to-go meal like that?
40 to 50.
Oh yeah, and I mean you can't beat that. Like
No.
I can't go to Taco Bell and
Right.
get my wife and myself and the 2 kids that still live at home something for less than $40.
Yeah, everyone else went up, and I was like, well, but ours is real ingredients. So
Right,
you're
yeah.
getting that too.
Yeah, exactly. And I won't feel near as bad
No.
about eating it.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
I was trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, definitely tell everybody your hours and where to find you on online, social media, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. So hours close Sunday, Monday. We have to have some time to make all the bread.
Right.
Tuesday, Wednesday, we're from 7 to 4. Thursday and Friday, we're 7 to 7 right now. Those might go a little later soon.
Yeah.
Still at 7. We're open at 7 all those days. And then Saturday is 7 to 2. And then we are actual physical location on 20th Street. It's 105 20th Street East. So it's 20th Street and Birmingham Avenue. Kind of close to Salvation Army, where the new Taziki's is going, right behind that.
Right.
And then social media, it's MS Market Jasper on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
And website's the same, msmarketjasper.com.
Oh, there you go. So everybody go check it out. And you guys put out the menu on Monday each week?
Yeah,
or?
Monday each week. We changed the menu. So, yeah, that's another thing we changed. I'm a little ADHD. So if I had to do the same thing every week,
Right.
we would have been shut down by now. So we changed the menu every week for as far as like lunch goes and the breads. So we always have a sourdough and a baguette every day, and then a specialty sourdough changes every day. Today we're doing pumpkin spice loaves, and so there's sourdough that's shaped like a pumpkin.
Oh, cool.
And it's pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the menu though changes every Monday, and we post that every week, and you kind of see what's going on, and you can order if you want to do big call-in order for catering. If it's huge, 48 hours in advance, because we are still having to make all the bread.
Right.
Or pastries. If you just need to call in a nice lunch order, you can call that day and get things going. And so, yeah.
Now, do you guys, I know you do dinner parties and things like that. Do you guys do like private dinners? Like if somebody wanted to do a family gathering or something like that?
Yeah, we've definitely done that. We've catered super large charcuterie boards. We've catered sandwiches. We've catered meals, or we've gone and served, or we've just hosted dinner parties for people.
Right.
We've done private pasta making classes for people for birthday parties. So yeah, we've done all kinds of stuff.
See, that would be perfect because I don't want to have to take the time to just clean like crazy and have everybody
Yeah.
over. Or you could set it up at your place and come over and have an
Absolutely.
incredible meal and feel like you're somewhere in Europe probably.
Yes. Yeah.
But you're in downtown Jasper.
This is true.
Yeah. Well, Jody, I appreciate you coming in today. And everybody go, if you have not tried Main Street Market in their first year, get down there today, tomorrow, this weekend. Help them celebrate year one. And it really is. Like, I'm not just going crazy about the food here and blowing smoke up Jody. It's really good. Like, I every time I go in, I try something different, and everything has been great. So
Thank you.
can't complain at all. But thanks you guys for listening. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Until then, be kind and love, and then join us tomorrow morning on Live at 9 with James Phillips on WJLX.